Like, what is this, man? Come on, bro. Just keep it real, bro. Married or not, if that's your girl and somebody else has got their hands on her a certain type of way, you gonna feel a type of way. Why you so comfortable with homeboy having his arm on you like that? Like, what's up with that? You feel me? Anything you really bring to her attention that you think might be an issue, she's gonna have a rebuttal for it, bro. You just really gotta be observant. You can't be trying to correct her behavior. Don't try to add any of your positive masculine influence onto her life, bro. That's taking way too much ownership. A lot of things should really be already set into them, but they'll mask it up and they'll say that you need to teach him. All right, so let's get into it. Mic on, check. Earbuds in, check. Let's get into it, fellas. Let's really get into it because class is in session. Class is in session. There's a lot of things that we kind of need to go over. I ain't gonna hold you. We kind of need to go over. Now, the reason I'm reviewing this video is because there's a lot of teaching moments in the video. And a lot of times, if you make any videos like this, just sometimes freestyling off a whim, just you don't always get the best game from doing that. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, and that's fine. But shout out to my good brother O'Shea Duke Jackson. He reviewed this one, and if you're not really caught up to speed, I'm not really gonna detail everything about this. I'm just gonna really essentially point out the details and the fallacies that y'all need to be aware of when it comes to dating in the modern times. Because there's so much salt in the game that it seems like there's confusion on both ends. Shouldn't be that much confusion, but leave it to today's popular media, social media. You'll see what I'm talking about. But you can't be fooled, man. You gotta put your X-ray goggles on, man, to really be able to see through the bullshit. And once you're able to do that, honestly, they kind of just stay glued to your face. You don't really take them off because your ears are gonna be so fine tuned, your eyes are gonna be so fine tuned, and your mind's gonna be so fine tuned to the bullshit dealing with these women that you're just gonna be like, okay, okay. You kind of just let the game play out how you want it to, right? Because you're playing chess here, not checkers. Dig it. All right, let's get into it, man. This video is by O'Shea Duke Jackson, and what I'm gonna be pointing out to you, honestly, what I'm gonna be pointing out to you. Well, let's actually just play the video and just see how it go. Let's get into it.
In question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had?
This morning, I got an email about a video that happened with Mika. She was a collaborator professionally with Anton Daniels. She seems to be a really nice person, and I can tell you for a fact that she's really into the black media perspective.
I had to pause it right there, brother. I had to pause it right there, brother, because these two people, it doesn't even matter who they are, essentially. It doesn't even matter who they are. However, again, take this teaching moment, take these lessons, all right? Would you believe me if I told you that both the individuals in this photo are married? Easy answer is no. Not to each other. Not to each other. Would you believe that they are married? I wouldn't say so neither. Let's keep it going.
I found out that she emailed me 3 years ago, trying to support another brother. So I actually believe that Mika is really, really genuinely into the black commentary space as a fan. That is definitely true. But this is interesting.
Oh, she a fan, all right. She a fan, all right. I might actually have to go ahead and throw the full video link in the video, in the descriptions. But she a fan, all right, brother. And let me tell you this too. Don't fall for the okey doke, man. A lot of y'all have never really had. I don't even, man. I'm hating the term baddie. To be honest with you, now I'm hating the term baddie. I don't even like the term baddie. If a lot of y'all ain't had a decently good looking woman like by your side before, like on God, you just haven't, right? A lot of us have had a lot of mid chicks. You know what I'm saying? If if all of them were the same, there'd be no difference. There'd be no need to rank them 1 to 10 if they was all the same, right? A lot of y'all ain't deal with an 8, 9, 10. hell, a 789 or a 6789, to be honest with you. And be mindful. You gotta be mindful. If you're a woman, if you're a wife, like, and this is stuff you should know in the vetting process or as you're getting to know her, if she has certain desires and aspirations of like of being of like when it comes to like modeling, being in media, any suggestive career path where she's gotta rub shoulders, network, right? Network. Whew. She's got to network with a wide array of vast net of people. All right. You might want to be mindful of that before you go ahead and try to cuff because straight up, man, how you met her, that's just basically how it's gonna be. Don't ever think you're gonna come into a chick life and change her, change up her program, switch up her program. Especially if she's been doing this, she's 30 plus, especially if mid 20s, they not going for none of that, bro. Just know that. Just know that. So be mindful in the vetting process.
Because Mika has another issue that is still looming over her. And that is, what is her status with Anton Daniels? There was a gentleman that was doing the interview. I believe his name is Orlando. He seems to be a professional news reporter doing this on the side, and they have worked together in the past. But this brother is a damn good interviewer, and he did not make it easy for her at all. And basically, he talked about their relationship, where it started from, how did she meet him, but then he got into the whole situation and the questions about the flirt.
Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Before they dive into it, let me just put it like this and be honest with you. If you are already in this type of territory with your girl, dog, it's in bad shape. It's in bad shape. If the actions and the movements even have to even conjure up an inkling of doubt, disbelief, or any questions of any questions of certain activities taking place, you just gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with yourself. And I know how it be. I know how it be. There be certain things that you just don't want to really reckon with. You don't want to accept that shit. Let me tell you, bro. Accept that shit, and you might just have to cut your losses, pimping. Cut your losses, G, because it's a losing battle. It's a losing battle. Y'all might have to go ahead and peep the whole interview on another channel because check me out.
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally? Just
All right, hold on. I be honest, just have to wind around that back. I think the host asked, has dude ever flirted with her? A little backstory. She works for my guy. It's a professional working relationship. You'll see all these misnomers that she gives their particular relationship, and it's like, bro, bullshit, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But it was a very simple question. So be mindful. It's a very simple question. If you get met with a lot of runarounds, women love to give the runaround, my G. There's never anything straight on, super direct. Only probably when they caught you on some BS. And even then, they might not even approach it directly at you. For sure. They might not even approach it directly at you, but be mindful of this type of trickery, man. These, I don't even know if you call them Jedi mind tricks. Ain't even really that smooth, but always doing the runaround. Always doing the runaround. Be mindful of a chick with a lot of lip service too. A lot of lip service. They do this all the time.
For her at all. And basically, he talked about their relationship, where it started from, how did she meet him, but then he got into the whole situation and the questions about the flirt.
Has Anton ever flirted with you?
flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or
Yeah.
Dog, do you see? That's a prime example. That's a prime example. Like, what you mean? What you? There's no other way. I'm telling you, bro. My ex girl used to do this, man. And it's just like when it's a very simple, basic question. and you try to overcomplicate it, 10x overcomplicate it, you can't even, dog, you can't even really sweat it, G. You just gotta be like taking the mental notes, like, and know who you dealing with. You already know what type of time she on when when you find yourself dealing with that constantly over and over and over again. When it's a simple question, and you wanna you wanna try to paint this super grandiose picture to try to. It's called moving the goalpost, my G. It's called moving the goalpost. Don't let him, cause you see here, you see his face. You see how the interviewer was like, nah, man, don't, come on now.
Now, he starts off his questions by trying to build up what he wants to get to towards the end, which is, did Anton Daniels flirt with you? And he prefaced it in a situation where she felt that she was being flirted with. And so she responded.
So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton will do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personally, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual.
Did I mention this was a married woman? Did I mention that part? Did I mention that part? So I don't want y'all to forget, man, because I don't even think Shorty wearing a ring, honestly. That's crazy work.
Rooms and things for the show. Anton has said multiple things.
So she said, well, he has said multiple things. Anton Daniels, the personality is different offline. So you can't really take him serious. And then he asks for this.
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying.
Not people, what you considered as a flirt.
This dude was cold, by the way. He was really good. Like, I don't really follow these people. I'm not into it. It just comes up on my feed, so I kind of know about it. It's super out of order, to be honest with you, man. It's super out of order. I wouldn't even waste your time looking into it. But to be quite frank with you, man, there's not a lot of different ways to do this whole marriage thing, this whole dating and relationship thing, bruh. They're going to try to. You'll be insecure. You'll be this. You'll be that, bro. You'll be every adjective in the book, my G. You're gonna be every adjective in the book, just because you're not going for no bullshit. And that's really what it is. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Only dudes that get married, I'm gonna be honest with you, you get married for your children, or you get married for family, i.e. children. Damn, what else people get married for? I don't even know. I thought, man, that's crazy. I don't even really know why else you would get married, to be honest with you, if it wasn't for your kids, but bro, I don't even know. It's all bad. What I'm basically trying to get at is, in today's modern times, bro, they've tried to adapt this dating landscape and how you should move and operate socially. They've tried to make it so skewed that anything outside of what sounds like order is insecure. Facts. Is insecure. Like, nah, there's only a few select men that, I don't say few, there are select men out there that just aren't going for the bullshit. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of times you might just lose shorties left and right because you're not going for that. But that's okay though. You gotta have your moral compass in check. Keep it in check. Don't lose yourself to the P. You know what I'm talking about.
I would say probably if he's like, oh, Mika, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem that I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's not actually talking.
I would hate to be the husband in this whole scenario. Like, forget being the boss, forget being the person that pays homegirl. I would hate to be the husband. Just being caught in the middle of your shit that you got going on. I'm telling y'all don't even know the worst part really. Crazy word. What did y'all do with? What did y'all do with?
That's for me.
Gotta be honest, I've heard some more.
He's not like that. He doesn't do this. He does that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, you don't know that, man. Outside nothing professionally. Professionally. Come on, man.
So she's a conservative and she got to keep it clean. I understand that. But then the interesting parts of the interview and my honest situation get worse.
So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married.
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's very, when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be honest too. Like even after like watching even before watching the interview, I never thought Homegirl was the brightest or most articulate, and that's okay. I believe it's definitely a practice. You have to speak a lot, do some reading, and really just work on your banter. I guess just really work on your banter. So I never thought super highly of Homegirl, but as soon as I started listening to this, because I haven't watched this full video, man, I haven't listened to the whole thing. But as soon as I started listening to it, I'm like, dang. Like, if this was like, let's just say this was like my side shorty or whatever, or let's say stuff ain't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if she not ready to go out and be in front of a camera and she's not media prepped, uh, I'm not signing off on that. I'm not signing off on that because you gonna mess up the whole thing. You gonna mess up the whole deal going on, and you gonna fuck it up. And it's already looking bad. But I think once things look bad, you can only make it look worse. You know what I mean?
And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
He has not met him
No.
in person. Has
No.
he met him over the phone or by in DM? What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Oh, because a lot of people assume.
Because that's what Shorty does the whole interview. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And these are all the hallmarks of someone that's just lying, like bold face ass lying. She can't stay in a straight line of thought. She can't articulate herself from point A to point B. It just looks bad. I'm just like, damn. I'm just like, this is not a good look. This is damn. You already there. I guess you gotta go through with it. It wasn't a good look though. You can't over explain that.
Assume that when you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
No, so I'm saying, what's the form of communication
I mean,
that he met your husband?
they don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
So this is the most telling part. She said, "Have you met Anton Daniels' wife?" She says she has. Is she a nice person? She is. Now I can attest to that. I've talked to Anton Daniels' wife on the phone maybe once or twice. She seems to be a very pleasant lady, a very nice lady. I've always said that from what I know about her. Okay. I've only had one or two interactions with her. That's just been on the phone. But then the host wants to clarify if Anton Daniels has met her husband.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
I'm just gonna pause it because listen to this bullshit, man. You gotta just know when you hearing bullshit, G. This wasn't even good because it's just like, damn. Like I said, Shorty wasn't media trained. She wasn't ready for this whatsoever, and it's like, it's a bad look, Shorty. Like, it's a bad look on everybody. Bad look on everybody.
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just
No particular reason. She ain't made that accent the whole video. No particular reason. Doggy, I'm trying to tell you, once your ears get attuned to the bullshit, bro, it's like, this is with anybody too. It's not even just with women. This is with anybody. No particular reason.
I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, like if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But if
Yeah,
it
but
was,
when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
your husband came.
Yes, but we were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and not if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why I like it's not a thing. And but I talk to my husband about it.
So this is kind of where it gets a little sticky. So if you look at pop culture Mika and you look at her Instagram, you would not know that pop culture Mika is a married woman. And this is important for a woman who is.
That's another thing too, man. That's another thing too. Folks, I tell you what, the way I see it today, man, is folks want all the benefits of dealing with you, messing with you, everything that really comes with it. Fellas, the girl, she gonna want all types of things to deal with you, man, but when it really comes down to trying to be anything that adds or contributes to your life, just watch how the switch up changes. Watch how the switch up happens. Just watch how the switch up happens. Cause they want all the benefits of everything you can do and provide, bro. But when it comes down to it, they don't need them. They don't want them handcuffs, dog. They don't want them handcuffs, dog. They don't want them handcuffs. So you gotta stop cuffing, bro. It's facts. You gotta stop cuffing. Get you a couple, man. Get you a couple that's on the same page, right? And that's your page.
Is a MAGA supporter who is I won't say she's Republican, but she's right leaning, and being a part of a family structure is important. But Mika does not do that. She doesn't have her husband up there. At least Anton Daniels, he has his wife. Like I said, sometimes a little bit too much with his family, but she has pictures of everything else, but not her husband. And she's looking like, in my honest opinion, as if she is an unmarried woman. She has pictures with other men on there. I know these are professional things. Like the poses where she's hugging on other dudes. I mean, again, you can look at it as being professional, men being close to her. But where is her husband at? Why doesn't she want the world to know that she is actually married? She says she's married. She's not behaving publicly as a married woman. Then also, she says she doesn't feel like it was so necessary for Anton Daniels and the husband to talk. But she has photos with Anton Daniels. Like I said, we've talked about that before on the internet. Some of those photos have been taken down. She has 2 photos. But, you're married to a man. You're
This shit is so out of line, too. This shit is so out of line, bro. Don't ever let anything cloud your true judgment, bro. Like, don't ever let nothing cloud your true judgment, man. You know when something's not sitting right within your spirit. You know it, for real. Women call it women's intuition, but it's just intuition, G. It's that gut feeling, bro. We all have the gut feeling. Is it always whatever correct? No, but it's strong enough to make you aware of it and make you feel like something's off. And that gut feeling is something that save people from disasters, real bad situations, just off that gut feeling, that intuition that said, all right, man, it's getting kind of crazy around here. Let me get up out of here. You get what I'm saying? Long night out, everything done wrapped up. The later we get into the night, only more and more bullshit can happen. Just be mindful of that, because especially when it comes to dealing with a woman too, what we develop is, unfortunately, it's called the sunk cost fallacy. And in a nutshell, it's basically you weighing everything that you've invested into the particular situation, i.e. the relationship, versus basically you're weighing your investment into the relationship compared to if it's worth letting it go based off of what you've invested into it. And I can tell you already, just from previous experience, a lot of the time, G, when it's done, it's done. When that facade you have for her, when you stop upholding her at a certain level, fam, it's time to let that go. And it's hard. It's hard. So I want to make it seem like easy task, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Shit, some of the best things in life is the hardest thing to do. Straight up, man. Straight up. Let's continue.
Flying out like from DC to California. You don't know where this man is staying at. I think in the stream, after the whole Corey Holcomb situation, they at least were in the same hotel room. So you're a beautiful lady and you're under the stewardship of another man.
Like, what is this, man? Come on, bro. Just keep it real, bro. Married or not, if that's your girl and somebody else has got their hands on her a certain type of way, you gonna feel a type of way. You gonna look at that like, oh yeah, nothing's going on. Or better yet, why you so comfortable with homeboy having his arm on you like that? Like, what's up with that? You feel me? And she gonna try to shrug it off. She gonna try to shrug it off as if it was nothing. But remember this, man. Anything you really bring to her attention that you think might be an issue, she's gonna have a rebuttal for it, bro. She gonna have a rebuttal for it. So a lot of times, man, truth be told, you just really gotta be observant. You can't be trying to correct her behavior while you're dating her. You just gotta be observant. And you just basically don't reward bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? If she's staying on her P's and Q's and executing and operating herself as, you know, the lady she's supposed to be, you reward that. But if you don't see none of that, bro, upon meeting her, hanging out with her, don't try to add any of your positive masculine influence onto her life, bro. That's taking way too much ownership. A lot of that should be a lot of things should really be already set into them, but they'll mask it up and they'll say that you need to teach them. There's a lot of things that don't need to be taught that you should just already know. Facts. So don't go for it. It's bullshit.
Who's married? It just doesn't make much sense to behave like that as a married woman, which gives me the ability to think one or two things is the truth. Number one, Mika is the breadwinner in her house. Okay.
Yo, and to be honest with you, I really think this is kind of as far as I want to go with it. To be honest with you, you know, great video by my boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Great video, my G. But guys, man, don't bypass the obvious glaring red flags, bruh. Everything is not on you to have to teach them and put into order. If she don't already come preset with a lot of good qualities that you like and that you could benefit from or you could leverage from, I'm trying to tell you, get in and get out. Get in and get out. That's not somewhere you want to spend a lot of time, especially when your return on investment is probably going to be little, very some buns. It's going to be very little. Just be mindful of this. But if you're not really trying to if you ain't trying to really do all that, you still got to be mindful of this stuff, for sure. You still got to be mindful of it. You feel me? But I'm going to drop the links in to the video, the original video, if you want to check it out. If you want to glean some insights or information from it, definitely a lot here, bro. Definitely a lot here. This don't matter. Race, nothing. Come on, man. The game is the game. Salt and sugar look the same. Don't be a victim. I'm out this bitch.